man, I appreciate all the support, man. All the support. If you go down Organic's timeline, he's definitely let off a series of tweets yesterday, man. I don't know how this even became a subject, because Bam been for a long time. So I don't really know why it's really being talked about the way it is now, but a lot of people were saying that they felt like it was another blackout. And we know how blackout was and everything like that. And, you know, basically you don't know who you're going to battle. You find out the day of, and all they got is names and everything. He said...
It's on my face because that's what I do.
It's URL. He's kind of implying, without really just saying it, but he's saying it. He's saying URL took the concept all the way down, even to the way the flyers look, bro. So he was pretty much saying that, man, and a lot of people went to the defense, man. A lot of people went to the defense. So if you ask me, did URL take from the blackout idea? Absolutely, man. Absolutely they did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take in battle rap and build on concepts. And but right now it's a blogger. His blinds ain't looking too good, but right now it's a blogger that's taken from you right.
Time for me to do fan mail. So I'm taking and accepting all questions from the fans.
Man, niggas take from people all the time, man. It happens all the time. Yes, I do feel like they did, man. And you know, I'm not really upset about it. I don't feel like, you know, URL did any egregious thing or anything per se. And I just know that you know, but what's interesting to me is the people that's defending it. Because Emerson Kenny is like, he sent out a tweet, I really rock with King of the Dot, but this is completely different, and, you know, they got to chill and all this kind of stuff. First of all, Emerson Kennedy, you damn near work for URL, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we already know where you stand. Tony Bro was defending it, saying that the rollout is different. Tony Bro, I rock with you too, but the rollout really don't matter, bro. The rollout The rollout don't matter. The concept is still the same. And let me give you a little backstory on URL and King of the Dot, because you know I was in that circle with URL pretty heavy. Used to talk to them a lot. And even though you would see them at events and support each other, there was never, I don't really feel like URL and King of the Dot ever really rocked. I didn't feel like that. And a lot of it stems from the fact that they never liked the fact that King of the Dot would book their type of ballers, URL type ballers. I'm talking about DNA, Conceited, Charlie Clips, Arsenal, who else will go over there and battle? Averb. And it's for two reasons, bro. These are the main two reasons. It really wasn't so much that they went over there and battled, because, you know, it's free country. You go over and do your own thing. It was these two reasons. URL ballers will go to King of the Dot. And a lot of times they would lose, bro. I gotta be honest with you. A lot of times they'll go over there and lose, you know what I'm saying? So they would hurt their stock, go over there and battle, oversaturate themselves. You know, a good example of that is Averb. Averb went over there, I think he lost to Ilmac, I think he lost to Caustic. He kind of hurt his stock a little bit. Then he would come back over to URL. They would come back over to URL, and their stock would be lower, because this was a time when there wasn't a lot of battle rap events. URL would do maybe, you know, 3 to 5 events a year. King of the Dot would do 3 to 5 events a year. And if you did bad in a couple events, your stock plummeted. So URL didn't like the fact that their ballers' stock would plummet by going over there to King of the Dot. So that was one thing they didn't like. Another thing that they definitely did not like, bro, is that a black baller would go to a white league and charge less money, but then come back to URL, which is a black league, and charge more money. That's something that really, damn, they really disgust them, man. And they really didn't like that at all. They'll be like, oh, you know, he's asking us for $10,000, but he'll go battle on the white league for $3,000. And they didn't really like that, man. And I think it became a little tit for tat. So not only do I feel like they took the blackout idea from King of the Dot, I almost feel like they probably did it purposely, bro. I tell you a lot that URL is trying to monopolize battle rap, and they want They want battle rap to succeed, but they want to be the top dogs, and they want to be the reason why it's succeeding. That's the way business is. Business pick up on a lot of ideas and build from it and grow. If I was right now going to start doing like videos and stuff and interviewing people online, I would be looking at like who does good internet videos. I'd be like, okay, Norbs, he just interviewed QB, it looked pretty good. Okay, Black Compass Media, they do some interviews, they look pretty good. Misfit got a nice little interview thing. I'll be trying to take from them and build on it. So I'm not necessarily mad about it. The problem URL has is their slogan gets them in trouble. This whole respect the innovators, not the imitators. That slogan is like, you can't have that slogan and then have situations like this, and people hold you to your slogan because you say it so much. So I don't feel like it's a problem, but when you look around, so URL did Ultimate Madness, King of the Dot did Grand Prix. Okay, these are two different tournaments. Grand Prix been around a long time, way before Ultimate Madness was. 2-on-2s, you got Marlo and Shuffle T. Those guys used to battle on King of the Dot and overseas and stuff like that. 2-on-2s, they got popularized because URL started doing double impact and started doing 2-on-2s, and DNA and K-Shine kind of took it and ran with it. But 2-on-2s is nothing new. Even both farm systems were different. So URL had the PGs, and King of the Dot had proved itself, and then they changed it to, I think, Ground Zero or something like that. That was before PGs. So King of the Dot had a farm system where they would bring ballers up before they got to King of the Dot. And it was before Nora started the PG system, but the PG system got popularized, and it became like, oh, the PGs are the big thing. So I think from King of the Dot standpoint, they probably feel like a lot of their ideas are being taken from and being built upon. That's the way business is. So I'm not necessarily mad that URL did it. I do feel like their slogan gets them in a lot of trouble. And I'm surprised people are defending the blackout and ban. It looks pretty obvious to me that the concept came from blackout. I mean, and knowing how URL is, I wouldn't be surprised.
Clown.
I think they purposely did it because this is one thing I do know. URL got so tired of them taking their ballers. If you notice, none of those ballers from King of the Dot would battle on URL. URL used to never get those kind of guys except for Disaster. Disaster versus Rex was like the only time a KOTD battler had came over there. And then all of a sudden, they brought Sharon over. Remember when Sharon battled Shotgun Suge? I know for a fact, bro, that one of the reasons why Sharon came over there was because they was like, okay, you keep taking our guy, we'll take your guy. So it's that little tit for tat thing. So when you look at a band, could they be like looking at Blackout like, okay, this is a pretty dope idea, we'll just expand on it and we'll blow it up. We're the bigger company, we have better promotion, we have more subscribers, we're the bigger league, we can take an idea and expound on it way bigger than you and almost rebrand it over your brand. So yeah, I definitely feel that way, and I see Organic, he's put out a lot of tweets, man, and he's been saying that he feels like he's worked on Blackout, and people are acting like band is something new when it's really the same concept, all the way down to the flyers, all the way down to the promo and everything like that. And I think what bothers him is that when the promo for band dropped, I think people looked at it like, wow, like we haven't seen this before. No, Battle Rap got a lot of new fans, so I'm not saying everybody felt that way. You should have realized it's been a band before. It's not the first time it's been a band. But Battle Rap has so many new fans, it's like, okay, band. Wow, I think people are looking at it and kind of shocked at the concept and then one-rounders and all that kind of stuff. So I think it got a lot of publicity online. And Organic sitting back like, yo, this is Blackout. This is all this is Blackout. Like, why y'all tripping on this? Like, why y'all acting like somebody's reinventing the wheel when we really did the same thing? And one thing I want to say, man, I do want to apologize to Organic because us as Battle Rap media, myself included, did not do a good job covering King of the Dot tournament. If somebody gonna win 100K, whether it's Paz, whether it's Matt Myron, whether it's Lil Cypher, I think he's still in there because they're gonna redo that battle, whether it's Bill Collector, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's gonna change somebody's life. And throughout another thing that Organic was complaining about, is somebody was like, the reason why we don't talk about King the Dot is because y'all don't have enough events. And Organic was like, bro, we did a tournament for 32 weeks this year. Every week there was a battle. And it's like, y'all keep talking about we not doing battle rap events. We do battle rap events every Sunday. It's just y'all not talking about it. Y'all not tuned in. So, but I don't feel like the media did a good job of covering it. Shout out to No Mercy. He's a blogger that actually covers King of the Dot. I know I went to a King of the Dot event. A lot of y'all don't even know that, bro. I went to a King of the Dot event. I pulled up to the King of the Dot tournament twice. One in LA and one in Atlanta. So I went to the King of the Dot event, and one of the things I talked to Organic about was like, yo, where did we drop the ball as Battle Rap media? Yo, what up, man? Chris and Bond checking in, man. Here with the man of the hour. What's good, Organic?
It's good, man. I'm hoping man of more than an hour.
How you been, man?
I'm good, brother. How about you? King of the Dot S1, man, the S1 playoffs. So, we had a 28-week long season. Top 16 rappers that came through to the 48 are now here for elimination playoffs for 100 ranks.
How do you feel about the tournament so far?
I think it's been really good. I think it's been criminally slept on by the battle rap community, but that's okay. It's gonna, the footage lives to tell the story. But some great battles. All the battlers have kind of lived beyond expectation. Put some great battles out, and it's really dope, man. I'm excited for this. This is something that's not like a fad for me or nothing like that. I've always been attracted to it. It's something I've always, just gravitated towards. I've always loved battle rap. I love competition, and I've dedicated my life to helping build this culture. So, I'm proud of it. I really am.
Now, I want to personally say that I feel like even me coming back in the battle rap, I haven't supported King of the Dot as much as I should. Trying to get my feet wet. What do you feel? You mentioned it.
It's true.
Really about people not being as received as you like from the battle rap community. What do you feel? What do you feel like the ball is being dropped as far as media and bloggers?
I just think giving everyone a fair shot. Like, I don't think the ball is really being dropped. Like, look, man, there's stuff we can think of better to make sure that more people are, getting to see this shit. It's been tough based off the fact that, like, I'm stuck in Canada. This is only my second time being able to come to America in almost 2 years. So, it's been tough to connect with a lot of media when, you're stuck across the border. The only interviews I can do are via webcam, and, they're not the most appealing all the time. So, I wouldn't just say it's just the media. It's partially our fault. I don't even think it's been that bad, but it's just sometimes you just see the battlers get a little bit more praise for the work they've done and stuff. It's not really about giving the dot. I just want to see the guys get the love and the just they got for the work they're doing and everything, and that's really what it's about. So yeah, it's on all of us.
I think from an organic standpoint, I think what he's really, really mad about is that he's done $100,000 tournament and giving away a lot of money in that particular tournament. And the only thing people talk about is Ultimate Madness, but he's doing Grand Prix and it's not getting talked about. A lot of the battlers that have battled, there's been a lot of good battlers. And a lot of good battles on the King of the Dot tournament, but people aren't really talking about it. And then you add that to the fact that everybody's on the bandwagon, and it's just another spinoff of Blackout. I think he's just frustrated, bro. I think he's just frustrated, like, yo, we be reinventing the wheel, and y'all be acting like these people doing something that's completely new, when really we've been doing that. And I'm not mad at what URL is doing, but I won't act like it's not any truth to what Organic is saying from my personal standpoint. And even right now, Bill Collector is up for $100,000 in the King of the Dot tournament, but all we talking about is Midnight Madness. That's all we talk about. You know what I'm saying? This dude is literally about to battle for $100,000 sometime this year. He's up for it. He's in the final four. But all we talk about is, yo, what's up with Midnight Madness? Who you gonna battle on Midnight Madness? So even the battlers that's in the King of the Dot tournament talk about other stuff more than they do the King of the Dot tournament, bro. So